What's up, baby? Purple Funk SF presents the Purple Life Video Podcast. This is episode number 1, an exclusive interview with Purple Funk SF co-founder and moderator, the lovely, the amazing, the uber sexy GiGi. Let's tune in to part 1 of her amazing story. Purple Funk for life, baby. Mwah.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Hightop. I'm from San Francisco. Where are you from? The last time we did a podcast, we talked about a legend, an absolute legend in the Prince community. We rolled out the purple carpet for it, and now we're going to bring it to you all the way live. Sitting next to me is none other than GiGi.
What's up, everybody?
It's an honor, and it's a blessing to have you on the show. I mean, I said it on the last podcast. I felt that you are the absolute biggest Prince fan in the world, and I know that can be debated, but that's just my opinion, and I am entitled to my opinion.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Prince fan. I know quite a few people that are probably considered way bigger than me, but I definitely know I got Paisley Park in my heart. Prince is with me every day, all day. What can I say? I love that man.
How long has Prince been with you?
Since I was 13 years old.
13. What happened when you were 13? So this is middle school. We're talking, what, 7th grade or so?
Exactly. I'm glad you asked. You know, the interesting thing about it is that at the time, I was actually into Michael Jackson. Everybody was into Michael Jackson.
What's up, MJ?
Everybody loved MJ. And the funny thing about it was that I was walking, it was like recess time, and I noticed this one girl. She was a little bit older than me, but she had on this Prince t-shirt, the one where his eyes look like they're kind of, you know, really light green, hazel, and it was definitely 1999, and she had this t-shirt on, and I just remember thinking, I don't know who that is, but that's not Michael Jackson. And I just thought something about it was cool because she was different than everybody else. Then, in my 7th grade class, everybody started singing Little Red Corvette, and I was like, wow, this song is kind of cool. And so it became my favorite at the time. Then, next thing you know, in '84, I saw the trailer. I remember the day. It was in the summertime, and it was Siskel and Ebert. They were reviewing Purple Rain, and you know how back in the day they would review the movies before they actually hit the theaters. So they were talking about, I just saw a little tiny clip of the Minnetonka scene, and I had never heard Prince's voice in my life. I heard the song, but I never heard him talk. I remember being blown away that his voice was so deep, and that scene at that particular time, it was where he was just like, nope. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, his voice is so deep. So then I went to go see Purple Rain with my dad. He took me during the day. He took me and my little sister for a matinee. So I was 14 at the time, and my sister was, 11? And we went for a matinee, and I just remember seeing the movie, and the Minnetonka scene came on. Didn't know what to expect. All I know is those things look like flying saucers. They were huge, all across the screen. I couldn't look at my dad for the rest of the movie. Awkward. Okay, but he didn't say a word about it. No judgment. Immediately after the movie, he went and took me to go get the album Purple Rain. The rest is history.
Can you tell me, if you know off the top of your head, how many Prince concerts have you been to?
I've been to 75 shows.
Get out.
75 shows.
Get out.
Yes, and that's not even counting the Leno shows I've been on.
Get off.
Vibe I've been on when it was with Sinbad. So these are just straight concerts. 75.
Wow. And then what about some of those crazy, spontaneous, spare of the moment after parties?
Oh my God, those were wild. Sometimes he had an after party right after the show. Like I remember the Fillmore one time. We didn't leave the Fillmore until 6 in the morning. And we straight went and got some pancakes in Oakland right after that. But yeah, the after shows were very memorable because that's when Prince really let loose.
Okay, let me ask you this. For those that have never gone to an after show, so you go from the concert and then these after shows just pop up. People find out about them, but how are you guaranteed access to them? How do you manage to get in all of them? Because entry isn't guaranteed for everybody.
It's never guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. You just gotta stay ready. Sometimes you are prepared and nothing happens. Sometimes you hear it through the grapevine that there's gonna be an after show and then it doesn't happen. But the few occasions that I was able to witness an after show, it was so worth it. I mean, for example, I can recall one of the most memorable shows way back in '97. It happened to be on April 21st, 1997.
Whoa.
After the San Jose State show, it was announced at the last minute. I believe that they even announced it over the mic. It may have been Mr. Hayes who said it was going to be an after show. All I know is that we straight booked it after the show. We had to go all the way to San Francisco from San Jose State, and we went and we waited. And we waited at the DNA Lounge.
Okay.
There was hundreds upon thousands of people waiting for hours. Prince came on probably about 4 a.m. But when he came on, I mean, I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. There's an air, no matter how tired you are, no matter how hot you might be, because there's people all around you, you can't breathe. The minute he comes on that stage, you all of a sudden get a second wind, and it's like an angel's just floating across the room. You don't hear no footsteps. You don't even hear people screaming around you. All you see is Prince come on. All he did was just grab that guitar and he just started playing. And the thing about it is that you may not even recall every single song he played, because sometimes it'll just be a jam session. So he plays, and then out of nowhere, the guitar that Prince was playing, he just smashes it. I don't know why. People started saying, oh my God, is he mad? What is it? I just was like, oh my God, I just witnessed this. That's all that mattered to me. I witnessed Prince play in front of me, and he smashed a guitar. I mean, you know, who knows what he was thinking, but it was awesome. It was awesome, and it was very memorable for me.